Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm getting into the Fall Winter 2022 Chanel makeup collection. I have several products from the collection, not everything, but quite a few things, including two of the nail polish colors, the eyeshadow quad, the new mascara. I also picked up a couple of skincare products not related to the fall collection. I'm really excited to try these out with you today. I will be applying the eyeshadow palette. I'll be doing swatches of the nail polish. I'll be applying that in a separate video. But let's get into it. I am so excited for the Tweed launch, which is also very close to when this launch came out, US Chanel website. I'm like, so we're doing the fall collection and literally a week later you are launching a special edition eyeshadow palette. Cool. So there's 4 Tweed eyeshadow palettes. These are special limited edition palettes. I know they're gonna go quick off the US website. I'm not sure when this video is gonna go up, but they launch September 1st. There's 4 different versions of the palette. I'm probably interested in one. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up. We shall see. I know some of the limited edition palettes are more loved than their signature collection eyeshadow palettes. So it is very tempting. The texture looks beautiful. I would hate to destroy it, but I know I've seen a lot of people use it already. It does look pretty, but do I need another quad? That is the question. Anyways, let's get into the Fall Winter 2022 collection. So here's an overview of what I picked up. So the star of the show, in my opinion, I love eyeshadow though, is the Less for Ombres 58 Intensite palette. This quad right here already has fingerprints on it. This is what I picked up. I got the nice velvet sleeve here. And this guy, of course, came with 2 applicators. And this is the color story. I have to admit, when I first saw this, I was like, not impressed. But when I saw people apply it, I thought it looked really pretty. If I could change one thing just from looking at the swatches and not applying this yet, I would change out this gold to something lighter. Even a lighter gold would be my preference. But the fact that this is kind of neutral, cool, slightly warm with this one, these two, plus the gold, it does make things more fall. Because when I think about fall, I do kind of think of berry tones and warm colors. So I think this falls in line with that. I could also go cool toned in fall, so I could go, it doesn't matter to me, but this does kind of fit with the fall theme if you think about it. So I'm excited to apply this with you guys. I'll get into swatches later. As I mentioned, I picked up the mascara. This is the Noir Allure mascara. This is the only shade they have is black. Look at the sleek packaging. So this is my first full-size Chanel mascara purchase. I'm hoping for the best with this one. I think this one has some positive reviews already. This packaging though is super sleek, so I will be trying this as well. I did not pick up any other makeup-y products with this collection. I had a lipstick in my cart. I decided to take it out. Lip products, I do not use them as much as I should, and the expense of these lipsticks, I was like, you know what? It's a nude color. It looks pretty. I did get some nail polish colors from this collection that are very fall to me, and I don't have anything like this in my nail polish collection. These shades are very different to me. I think nude polishes in general are actually, for the most part, pretty foreign to me. I have lots of pink polishes, light pink, which you could pass as like kind of boring. But these, and I do have some really light shades from Chanel that are very professional looking, semi-boring, but these are actually a different kind of tone for me, and I'm excited to try these out in another video, but just wanted to mention the shades that I got. And at the end, I'll show you some swatches on some tape so you guys can see these colors against my pale, fair, cool skin tone in case you're thinking about picking these up. This is Emotion, and this is 9.45, and I picked up 9.53 Essentiel. So these are very fall, different kind of vibes, sophisticated but edgy. So I like these. I also picked up the Camelia base. I think this is new. I remember trying to get their previous version of their base and it's been sold out. So I got a new base. I have the gel top coat from Chanel. So I'm good to go on the nails. So that's kind of it for the color stuff I picked up. I mentioned I picked up some skincare as well. We'll go over that at the end too. This classic here I finally picked up. This is the Chanel Texture Riche hand cream. There's two versions of this. There's a lighter version. I picked up the thicker, rich textured one. I haven't tried these out at all, kind of a blind buy, but I've also heard so many good things about this, and lots of people take pictures with this egg shape. It's pretty cool looking, something nice to have in my purse. Just hope it doesn't melt. Also heard great things about this oil cleanser. This is the Chanel Lahuli Anti-Pollution Cleansing Oil. I love the bottle. Look at the cap. So sleek. It just doesn't go straight up, kind of goes at an angle. So I will perhaps try this out at the end of this video today. Might have to show this off in a separate video, but I'll show you texture and smell and all of that. Okay, so that was the overview. If you're still staying tuned, thank you. If you have never seen my videos before, I like to get pretty in depth, so my videos are longer. If that's not your thing, I generally do timestamps, so you can always skip around. Let's get into this eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up those swatches. Okay, so now you've seen the swatches, let's talk about the details of this quad. And this lasts 18 months, made in Italy. This is 2 grams of product, or 0.07 ounces. Actually, that's the entire weight of the entire package. How much is in each little pod? I'm not sure. How much is in each eyeshadow? I don't believe it specifies that. But on the back here it says these these shades are medium. This is considered light and this is considered dark. Okay, I do not use the sponge tip applicators. I don't think a lot of people do, but you definitely can use those. I don't have any Chanel brushes besides the brushes that come with foundation or concealer. So I use my own brushes. It does come with this little card for 2 different looks, and it tells you which colors you should place on your eyes here. Although, since they label 2 of these a medium shade, I'm not sure which one you're supposed to tell, how you're supposed to differentiate between the 2 mediums, but I guess it probably doesn't matter. But here is the little card, which I always think is quite funny that they show this, but I'm sure some people are, not sure what to do. The quads do come with this little cover, bubble cover, you can put over these so you don't get powder everywhere. Kind of nice. As I mentioned, the little velvet pouch. Why have the pouch? To prevent scratches. Isn't that nice? I love Chanel. Let's get into application here. What do I want to do? So I have nothing on my eyes. I was wearing makeup earlier today. I just removed them. So if it looks a little bit gray, that's from old mascara. So I remove mascara, remove the little bit of eyeshadow, and so we're dealing with nothing on my eyes. So I'm going to be using natural hair brushes to apply these bad boys. I would say from the swatches, this one is my favorite because it is a satin. And it just looks pretty, but I'm going to start with this medium matte shade here that honestly looks super pretty. And I'm just going to play with it on my eyes. This is first impression application. This is a beautiful mauve-y rosy tone. And it looks pretty neutral, at least so far. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you are like, oh, the tweed I wanted sold out, maybe I'll just get the fall one. Hopefully you catch this video in time before you check out, just to be like, yeah, you know what, this is a pretty quad. I can get this instead and still be as equally happy, even though these don't have the tweed texture on them. You just have to remember, if you are going to buy special edition things like makeup where there's an imprint and it looks really cool, and then if you plan to use a palette, you are going to ruin it, and that enjoyment only lasts like 5 minutes after you open it for the first time. So is that really worth it? I know for some of you Chanel collectors, it absolutely is. And I know some of you will never use the makeup, but for those of you that do plan to use it, I mean, that textured packaging really gonna do it for you, like long term. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the shimmery shade here and just sort of play over the lid. This shade I feel like enhances that first one that I just put down. But the tones are not super different. Like it's almost like a duo with the matte and satin shade here. Still in that mauve-y, rosy vibe for sure. I kind of want to take this color underneath the eye. These two colors alone, I could already just see adding to my everyday kind of work makeup that's sophisticated. There's color there, but it's not over the top. Still pretty, still sophisticated. It adds some interest to the eye, but it doesn't overwhelm you like, oh, you have tons of eyeshadow on. So I'm liking these two colors a lot. Okay, what do you guys think of these colors? If you're not into Chanel's sort of color scheme and aesthetic, you might be like, wow, those eyeshadows are boring. I can see that, but I like the tones of these. Even though they look boring as hell, I like them. All right, let's get into this deeper shade and add some dimension. So this is another matte. Just gonna create, I don't know, some sort of shape. Maybe just a little bit of extra color on the ends here. I'm not an eyeshadow application expert. I just kind of do what feels right, but I don't like to spend hours doing my eyeshadow. I like the effect that a lot of cool eyeshadows give, but I'm not like totally into spending 20 minutes blending one eyeshadow that I put on. But I think you get the gist. Now this color is pretty, and honestly, just everything goes together seamlessly with these three colors, really. I wouldn't necessarily think, oh, maroon is a fall color. I do like maroon in general. I do like this mauve tone in general. I would almost say this is gonna be more of a winter palette. I don't know, just depends on your vibe, your mood. Blend this out a little bit. This made things a little bit more rich, and I think a little less boring when we add that deep matte color in there. You know, it's slightly got some red in it. You may think, oh, I have a bruised eye, but I don't get that vibe. I just get a nice wash of color that is slightly smoky, but it's not your basic gray taupe brown. It's a different color. I like to mix it up. we don't always have to use brown eyeshadow, you know? And I think this is a pretty alternative. Now, I'm curious to what this gold is going to look like on top of everything. I think we shall see. Going into a new palette, I always get a little bit of nervousness. For sure. And oh, I just dug into this somehow. All right, so taking this gold shade, which is considered a light shade, I'm just gonna swipe this on, and I'm not getting a lot of color. Very slight wash. Wow, not the most pigmented gold shade. Okay, I might have to apply a finger. This is a very natural, okay, I'm not gonna overdo it with one swipe type of eyeshadow. Interesting. It's not totally my preference to have an eyeshadow like this. It's very easy and sheer, but sometimes it's just kind of nice to not feel like, oh, I'm gonna make a mistake. But that's the gold with like kind of my normal application. Normally I get a lot more shimmer out of a color like this, but this is definitely on the lighter side and sheerness. Let's use a finger. Oh yeah, definitely recommend a finger just to get some more color payoff with that gold. But it is pretty natural looking gold. It's not as high shine or pigmented as I'm kind of used to, but I think that's kind of Chanel's thing. Pretty. I would say I'm most disappointed by this gold shade though, because everything else performed really well. This is just not kind of the shine level I was expecting. I don't have tons of experience with Chanel eyeshadows, but I feel like they can do shinier. That's just my thought on that one, but everything together looks pretty. So I'm going to apply some Chanel eyeliner. I've been going through quite regularly. This is the Stylo U Waterproof Burn Agape. This is a bronzy, shimmery eyeliner, and this is all I have left. I probably should have bought another eyeliner, although I've got stuff from other brands. I don't really need it, but I would be tempted to get another color from this Stylo U Waterproof collection. So just a little something on the top here. Do you guys just see that? My little bit that I had left, I touched too hard and it just fell out. But I can put it back in. What the heck? Okay, so I'm gonna have to barely roll it up. Yikes, I'm sure that's not the first time that's happened to anyone. Okay, well, if I pick up the tweed, I'll have to pick up another one of these. Probably in a different color. I have heard that there is a maroon-ish shade, purpley shade that goes really well with this quad, but I did not pick it up. Okay, so let's get into this mascara. This is the Noir Allure. Love that name. Love this sleek packaging. Here we are. This is 0.21 ounces, 6 grams of product. This one's made in France, lasts 6 months. This is the packaging, and I don't know where the top is versus the bottom. Oh my god. I was like, wait, how do I open this? I just clicked this and this came up. How do I open this? What? Oh, that's the, oh. What the hell? Look at this. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. This is not, these bristles are short. So it's plastic. We're gonna, it promises like everything, lengthening, volume, all that stuff. Separating. this is the one. It definitely comes out in a very cool way. No wonder it looks so sleek. I am not very smart. Okay, let's try this out. A little bit skeptical. I don't know if there's a lot of product on here. Ooh, but I do feel like I can really get in between the lashes because the brush bristles are smaller. I don't have a lot of mascaras like this, to be honest. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do a couple layers to kind of get that length. Just FYI, I have really short lashes. They need a lot of help. I don't always take the time to do multiple coats or kind of separate out the clumps of makeup. Interesting. I feel like I got a lot of volume. Don't know how I feel about this one. Right, I'm not gonna torture you. I'm gonna finish this mascara and come back. Right, here we are with mascara on. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's still drying a little bit. I think it looks pretty though, and I'll have to keep testing it out. Stay tuned for an upcoming video, you know, using this mascara. I'll give you updated thoughts. The brush is very different from me. The packaging is very different. So to close this, there's no like, oh, I'm just gonna twist it back on. Nope, you just make sure things are lined up, push it back in, open. It's a little weird. I wonder if it's gonna dry out faster because the packaging is different. I don't know. I've never had packaging like this. It's very futuristic. But I like the eye look overall. I think I have a little bit too much mascara underneath the eyes, but the top lashes look decent. I think I'm getting more volume than length, but there's some significant length in there. I did have to layer a couple times, but not bad for a mascara. So that's kind of it for the makeup that I have. I'm going to finish off with lips. This is not a totally new product. This is the Le Rouge Ultra Tenue Gloss, and I have the shade 166 Timeless Beige that I thought would be appropriate here. Nice neutrally fall shade, or just a neutral beige. Really doesn't take too long. I like this eyeshadow palette for sure, so I'm going to take up some close-up photos of the final look and I will be back. Alright, so that was the final look. My face looks like a different color than my neck. I don't know. I've been wearing this makeup all day on my complexion. It oxidized, it sunk into my skin, and my neck's a different color, so that's that. But I do like this quad. It's really pretty, very wearable. It's a nice tone, it's a nice set of colors. Everything really does go together, even with the gold. I'm not like a huge gold person, but I would say, you know, it's my least favorite shade out of the palette because it's so sheer, but it's still pretty. It's still gorgeous. I got to build it up with my fingers, so I made it work. But everything else, loving. Mascara, you know, first impressions, I'm not totally blown away, but I will have to give you some more developed thoughts later. All right, so let's get into the nail polishes I picked up here from this fall collection. There's a lot of nail polishes to choose from. I'm kind of surprised. Is this, for you Chanel fans out there, is this normal to have this many polish colors in a fall collection? There was a lot, and they're all nude base. There's like cool tone nude base, there's warm tone nude base. You guys know about the, you know, nail base. You put this on first, then you put on the nail polish. This is the Camelia one. I don't know too much about it. This is the box packaging. 0.4 fluid ounces there, made in France. just a base coat, not really much else to say about it. I will have to try this all in a separate video. So this is 953 Essentiel. And this is a coffee color, and there's multiple shades that are kind of similar to this, different tones. It's a little bit hard picking online, like which tone is gonna look good on me, which tone do I actually like. A little bit challenging. And then this guy I thought was like a pretty rosy kind of color, but a little bit different. This is Emotion 945, and I thought it would just be a nice pretty color. But these are both very different for me. I usually like pretty loud colors or like a pale pink. So these are very different for me, and I'm excited to have these in my collection, to be honest. Something a little bit different does not hurt. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the swatches I did on clear tape on my skin, because if you have my skin tone, you might want to know, like, what do these look like swatch. So I'll go ahead and show those now. Okay, and as I said, I will apply these in a separate video because this would be a really long video with application and swatches, and it's pretty dark out right now, so I don't want to show you all those nail colors in this lighting. But let's get into the skincare I picked up quickly. This is the Texture Riche Cream Mane Hand Cream. This is 50 mils, 1.7 fluid ounces. I think the packaging of this is genius. So here's the little box packaging. Here, this is dermatologist tested, made in France. This is a rich, nourishing cream for hands and nails that moisturizes, restores, and protects. Formulated for dry and delicate hands, fast absorbing texture, velvety finish. Let's see what it says on the inside here. Got a little booklet. Wow, lots of words. Okay, there's a little story here. So it's supposed to nourish, protect, and brighten. Velvety formula, yada yada yada. You can put it on your nails, cuticles, use it daily, has perfumed with a floral scent. Apply after washing hands. Use in the winter, apply as often as possible. Okay, lots of different languages in here. Fun, fun, fun. Does not say how long this lasts. Yeah, doesn't say. Does it last forever? This is how you unscrew it. You kind of push it on and squeeze to get it off. So you're squeezing the plastic a little bit. I hope this like doesn't warp or something, break, and then this is just in my handbag loose. I can squeeze it out at any time, so just be careful with the lid here because it doesn't feel super sturdy. This is the lid on the inside. All right, so this is like an egg shape, and here's the hole where the lotion comes out. Looks like it could be a deodorant or something. Okay. Ooh, makes a sound when I squeeze it. Why? Oh, here comes the lotion. Here's the rich texture version. Ooh, look at that. That is creamy. That feels nice. Definitely floral Chanel scent, just like most of the skincare I've tried. It's clean, it's floral, it's a little bit strong. I feel like I need to apply more. Wow, this is definitely fast absorbing. Like what I put in my palm, it's already kind of dry. I almost feel like I need more because I didn't get the tips of my fingers here. This is very interesting. Okay, so you don't get a whole lot coming out when you squeeze it, so you kind of have to keep squeezing. But here we are. This is really nice. It feels really good. Because this one's on the richer side, I do feel like it would help my cuticles a bit. So I'm sure this, after continuing use, does kind of really help out. But I'm amazed how quickly it does dry. Okay, happy to add this to my purse. I might have to buy multiple. Finally, let's talk about the oil cleanser. So if you guys are big fans of Chanel skincare, let me know in the comments below. I do kind of want to explore a little bit more with Chanel skincare just because I have a variety of products and lines. This is 150 mils, 5 fluid ounces. This is $50, which for Chanel, I thought wasn't bad. I mean, for a cleanser, it's a lot, but I've spent more on oil cleansers for sure, especially cleansing balms. Definitely spent more. I've heard good things about this, so I'm hoping for the best. This is last 6 months, made in France. This is a cleansing oil. On contact with water, the silky texture transforms into a soft lather. Perfectly clean, skin is supple and luminous. Massage onto dry skin, emulsify it with water, and rinse off. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's take off the cap. Okay, really nice pump. Kind of big. This is a beautiful bottle. I mean, it looks pretty. Let's read some ingredients in here. So the first ingredient is sunflower seed oil. That is the main ingredient. Then the next one, the next few, I'm actually not sure what they are. There's some sort of extract. Algae extract, perfume is in the middle here. Not surprised with Chanel. There is glycerin, seawater, and I do not know what the rest is, but the ingredient list is not super long. It looks like it's safe for face, eyes, and lips based on these symbols here, which is good to know. Sometimes a lot of oil cleansers are actually not eye safe, which is always surprising to me. This is the box packaging. Let's do a little texture test here and smell test. So there's one pump, very runny like most oil cleansers. Ooh, texture of this is really lightweight oil. Ooh, this is elegant. Definitely an elegant, lightweight oil cleanser. It smells very clean, also a little bit floral. I do have the hand cream on still, but this feels really nice. One of the nicest oil cleansers I probably have ever felt. Now, balms I like a little bit more, but because these are oil cleansers are more runny and just you kind of skip a step because you don't have to rub it together and melt it down. It's already in that state, so you can quickly remove your makeup with these kinds of products. Balms are a little bit more elegant if they're done right, and they're a little bit more enjoyable to apply, but this one feels really good, and I actually like the smell of it. So do I want to rinse off all this makeup with you right now and show you how this works? I think I will wait for a separate video. I'll do a skincare update or something and try this bad boy out. All right, guys, my hands are nice and shiny. Let me know what you think about this fall winter 2022 collection. Are you digging it? I have to say everything has been great so far. Haven't tried the nail polish yet, but the quad I'm really liking. Mascara, can't tell you. I think my lashes look decent. Are they the best lashes ever? Is this mascara mind-blowing so far? No. But I think it's a pretty result either way. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on this collection. Are you picking up the limited edition tweed collection? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.